What's up, everyone? Today we're going to take a look at the Orbit b-hyve 6-station Wi-Fi sprinkler timer. We're going to do an installation, 1 to 6 station. You should know everything on here. All-weather, indoor, outdoor box. It's got the app to control the timer, and you can manually control the timer. It has auto scheduling if you'd like to use that with the weather optimization, so it'll track your weather patterns for your area. So it comes in a box like this. Here's your timer. Looks just like a regular old timer. Again, it's lockable indoor outdoor. Let's take a look here. They don't want you to return this to the store, so call customer service with any issues. So this is a rotary dial. It moves up and down, and then it's a push button to select whatever selection you get to. There's your back, clear your selections, rain delay, up to, I want to say 30 or 40 days. And you have 4 programming cycles that you can choose from. In here you have your battery compartment. You have your attached accessories or mounting hardware. So you have your little screwdriver for your zone selections and installation, and then you have your screws with your anchors and your key for your box. Now when you mount this, they want you to mount this first. So throw a screw up in the hole, use your anchor, and then throw your screw in, and then set it in there and hang it, and then level the box. And then you have either this hole here, or there's a hole right about here where my thumb is. That hole there you can use to keep it center. All right, so we'll get this installed and get back to you. All right, first we're gonna remove the old timer. So I've already unplugged it, and we're just gonna go ahead and remove this cover. It does have conduit. On the new box, you have a knockout here for conduit. So you have a 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 1 inch, I believe. And here is a knockout if you just have wire going straight into the box. So if you don't have conduit, this is your conduit hole. This is for just straight wire going into the box. And then of course this is your power wire here. So I'm going to start by removing this box, the old box. And it looks like I'm going to have either mounting screw there or one behind all these wires here. What I'm going to do for sure is label these so that I know which ones go where, right? So I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zones here, my common, pump if I have it, and then my sensor, rain sensor if I have one as well, and then my 24 volt AC out to my accessories. I want to label all those, or at least take a picture of this so I know what colors go to which zones and coordinate those back. So I believe there's a screw underneath all these wires, and then they should just lift straight up and out. So in this particular box, it is mounted back here, hanging on a screw, and then this has 1, 2, 3 holes to choose from to center this box. And in this case, it's this one. They use the screw hole here, so I'm going to remove this screw here, and so I can lift the box up and out of the way and kind of and get my wires coordinated so I can continue on. So I've got the screw loosened, and I'm just going to lift the box straight up, and as you can see, that's where the box mounted, was that center hole right up here, right there. And then they just use one of the screw holes in the bottom. Now with the box off the wall, I want to loosely or slowly move these wires out of the way, because this is kind of an older setup, so the wires are kind of hard and stiff. Most of them are hard and stiff anyway, but you're going to want to move them out of the way gently as to not to break them, because you can add wire and splice into it, I guess, but I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to move these out of the way, take a picture, or at least color coordinate all these zones and where they go, so I know where they go. And then we will install these onto the new timer, and we'll mount it just like we removed this one. Alright, in this case, the 24 volt AC was the in, so that was the power to this. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave this with this old timer and maybe resell it or something, or reuse it somewhere else. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and measure the conduit size. It looks like 1/2 inch, but I'm just going to go ahead and take a measurement here with my screwdriver, compare that measurement with the hole. I'm going to knock out the smallest hole here. So if you're not familiar with knocking these out, this is a different one. It's most metal ones are a little easier than this, but you're going to basically punch this through because it's just really thin right there, and then you're just going to kind of wiggle it back and forth. And then once you get a purchase, then you can bend it out, pry it out, kind of like so. You're going to work that out until it pops out, and it should just pop out this one here. If you need to pop out the other one, then you go down to this little tab, pop that out. So now what I've done is I've fed the wires through that conduit. After I broke it out, I pushed it in, and then what I'm gonna also do is reuse that screw hole that's already there, because it's already kind of not painted, and as long as that screw hole fits in the hole that's on the back of the box, it should line up just right. Alright, so I haven't leveled it or installed it yet, but now as you can see, the box is a little wider than this one, or my older one is a little wider, so it's moving the conduit to the side a little bit at an angle. So if I wanted to correct this and to make it straight up and down, I just move the box that way, or until I get the conduit right. Then I'll mark a spot on the wall and then I'll install it there. But just for so we can continue on with this video, I'm gonna go ahead and put my trusty handy dandy level on. Once I get it level, which is pretty darn level right there, I'm going to go ahead and apply a screw to this hole here, or I can put one in right here, either location if one's closer to a stud or whatnot, and then we'll get back to you. Alright, so for those of you wondering at home, I did move it so my line was straight, and then as far as screwing through this, I did not knock out the little tab there that was there. I just drilled right through it because it's just thin plastic anyway. Alright, so it's nice and level. I'll go ahead and wire it. Okay, so now that I have the box mounted, what I'm going to do is refer back to my picture that I took of all the wires, or if I didn't color coordinate these and label them. So I took a picture so I knew where they go. Also, it does come with a screwdriver to secure these little low voltage terminals. And of course I'm doing this all while it is unplugged. Alright, now that I have everything wired up, I'm going to go ahead and remove this pull tab so I can activate the battery and turn that on. And then we'll break this guy loose. Oh, by the way, this screwdriver is just, it's not bad. It's good if you don't have one. But if you have a small screwdriver that'll fit, or a small flathead screwdriver that'll fit that, I would use one with a bigger handle. It is pretty hard to use. Now we're going to go ahead and plug in the the irrigation controller, and then we're going to set up the app. So I already downloaded the Orbit b-hyve app, and now what I need to do is turn this on. See, now the Bluetooth is flashing. It's learning, so I got to turn my Bluetooth on, connect to it, and then it'll walk me through the steps to connect through the Wi-Fi and through the app, and then we should be good to go. Like I said before, this dial allows you to select up and down, and then you press the button to hit enter and then back. That's all in your installation manual. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Have a good day. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good day. Bye.